Drake just broke one of those records that sounds insane the second you say it out loud. With Janice STFU debuting at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, Drake officially passed Michael Jackson for the most #1 singles by a male solo artist. Billboard says it gives Drake his 14th #1, moving him ahead of Michael's long-standing mark. That is a real achievement. You don't get there by accident. Drake has been dominant for well over a decade. He understands hooks, timing, branding, memes, vulnerability, arrogance, and how to turn every moment into a conversation. He is one of the greatest hitmakers of the modern era. But then Drake did what Drake does. He posted like a man who can't just enjoy the win. He talked about his back being broke from carrying the game, and that is the kind of comment that makes people roll their eyes, especially when Michael Jackson's name is now attached to the conversation. And on the latest episode of In Godfrey We Trust, Godfrey basically said what a lot of people were probably thinking. Drake needs to stop putting himself in the same sentence as Michael Jackson.
Moving on.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, this thing that came up with Drake shares new post after breaking Michael Jackson's record. He's like, back broke from carrying the game. Oh my God!
What is he?
I think he said broke back. I think he said
Wait,
broke
what is
back.
it? Go back. Let me see what is saying. His neck broke.
No, he's broke. He says his back is broke from carrying the game. I guess the game. This is what I mean. It's like, listen, I don't hate Drake. I like some of his songs. He got some bangers, but something about him, it's like an imposter syndrome to me. He's like a nerdy dude like me. Like he's a nerd. And that's
but
all
he
right.
ain't like you because you comfortable with who you are, and he's not.
And he's a smart dude. He's a funny guy. I thought when I said, "Oh, he's great."
Yeah, he was good on
He's
SNL.
really good on SNL. He's very talented. He's a talented kid. Look at him. He's from Degrassi. He was Wheelchair Jimmy. Look, come on, stop. Like, stop, Drake. You grew a beard, and now is what saved you. And you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I just don't like that he plays like he's this hard dude. He might surround himself with hard. You could put any hard motherfuckers on payroll.
If you got enough money, you could have nothing but killers around you.
You can have the Crips and the Bloods be in your team. You know, but I'm saying he just comes off as this, like he's trying so hard to be accepted, to be cool. And I go, dude, you're making money, you're talented. What is all of this shit? He goes, I'm carrying the game. What game are you carrying? What are you carrying? Like, Kendrick Lamar just showed you what time it was. And Kendrick is a real hood motherfucker. He's the real deal. But Kendrick don't go around playing tough guy like that at all. Yeah. And my thing is this, stop putting yourself in the same sentences Michael Jackson. I don't give a fuck how many streams you have. Michael Jackson is at a level that you'll never get to. We're talking records, not streams.
Godfrey's argument wasn't that Drake is talentless. That would be ridiculous. His point was that Drake's numbers and Michael Jackson's numbers come from completely different worlds. Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson before streaming, before social media. If you wanted Michael's music, you had to go outside and buy it. Drake is breaking records in a world where music is frictionless. A song can be played from a phone, looped on a playlist, boosted by curiosity, boosted by hate listening, boosted by the machine. That does not make Drake's success fake, but it does mean the comparison needs context. Godfrey also made a bigger point about what Michael had to be. Michael came through Motown. He was trained around killers. That era demanded singing, dancing, discipline, stage presence, control. Michael wasn't just making hits, he was being built into a phenomenon. And that is where I agree with Godfrey. Drake is great in terms of performance, style, taste, and understanding the moment. He knows how to move through culture. But Michael Jackson was the superior artist. Michael had the voice, the movement, the spectacle. When Michael stood still on stage, people screamed like something supernatural was happening.
But look at him without his beard. Look at him without his beard. Whoa. I'm not saying that doesn't like say, oh, I don't know where he came up from. He could have come up from one of the hard, but I just watching his interviews, all of his other stuff, him being Aubrey Graham, his mom is Jewish, he's a Jewish kid. I just see him like, oh, he's a normal, like regular guy. you know the street dude. You go, oh yeah, oh yeah. When you were hanging around, when you're around the Wu-Tang Clan, you go, oh yeah, these guys are from. They live this way, they live that way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, but to put yourself and all these comparisons to Michael Jackson, you don't compare. You're comparing to Michael Jackson, who's gone.
He was phenomenal.
He's not even here, and he's still bowing you motherfuckers out the way. His songs are hitting the charts. He's not here, and his movie's about to hit $1 billion. His movie's about to probably go to $2 billion. What are you talking about? This is not internet. His fame came before internet. Yeah. He couldn't go anywhere before internet. Yeah. Michael Jackson, you're going, Michael Jackson. He's not here. Yeah. Yeah. You know, so I'm happy for you. Great. But you didn't break nobody's breaking Michael Jackson's fucking records unless it's Bruce Springsteen or the old school motherfuckers that came from the record days. But this shit here where you're going, I broke, no.
I'm gonna say something, man.
That's all I'm saying. Show Michael respect, man.
This is again white supremacy, where this dude feels this need to identify, to maintain his closeness to close vicinity to whiteness, while still trying to dip into I'm hard, I'm street, I'm this, I'm that. And you're a talented dude. He's done great music, but why is it this insecurity you get because you don't know who the fuck you are? You don't know who you are, and you're trying to fight to get some kind of validation.
The strange thing is, Drake is strongest when he is honest about being Drake, the emotional guy, the petty guy, the insecure guy, the man who can make a toxic relationship sound like a national emergency. That is why people connected with him in the first place. But when he starts acting like some untouchable mob boss, people don't always buy it. And after the Kendrick battle, that became an even bigger problem because Kendrick attacked the costume. He made the public look at Drake's image and ask how much of it was real.
But my thing is that it's easier to reach people now. Yeah. It's easier. We're talking about Michael Jackson was in Africa. How did he get there? I don't know. Africans were listening. I was there. Motown. I was in Nigeria when there was Michael being played everywhere and Madonna. So what are you talking about? It's easier. Dummy, a motherfucker can have a sock puppet and hit 10 million followers. Yeah. Fuck are you talking about? You are wrong on that.
Drake is still not in India.
First of all, he had Motown. First of all, in Motown, do you know what kind of training you had to go through for Barry Gordy to even push you? Fuck are you talking about?
And to be the top guy with all the killers
Temptations,
that all
Stevie Wonder,
at the same time.
Gladys Knight and the Pips, Four Tops, fucking Supremes. First of all, your competition was
crazy.
What? So the competition now is trash. So what are you talking about? Like, what you're saying, ridiculous. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Anyone can stream an album. Everyone has a cell phone. You wait.
You don't have to leave the house, though.
You look at your phone. You're like, oh shit.
But you don't have to leave the house.
Exactly.
We had to leave, go to the stores,
stand
in line,
and buy the record.
Hopefully they didn't run out.
Yeah.
You got to look at the activity that was being done. Yeah. It's so to compare yourself to Michael Jackson. Go watch footage. Yeah. Go watch Drake's footage. And watch Michael. Watch all of these artists and watch Michael Jackson's footage of how people were reacting when Michael was on stage.
Crazy.
And look at the amounts of people. I don't care if it's Beyonce, Chris Brown, who are all fantastic, and compare when you see Michael on stage, not even moving yet. Watch the people cry. People are being carried out in stretchers.
Godfrey's rant hits harder than a normal old head complaint. He's not just saying music was better back then. He is saying Drake keeps chasing validation he does not need. Drake already won. He is one of the biggest artists ever. He shaped an era. The numbers are historic. The run is undeniable. But passing Michael Jackson in one Billboard category does not make him Michael Jackson. It does not give him Michael's cultural impact. Drake is the king of the streaming era. Michael Jackson was the king of pop. Those are two different crowns. And that is really what Godfrey is reacting to. Not the record itself, but the way modern numbers can make people talk crazy.